Can you state your name for the record?
Joseph Carpenter.
Very nice. So, what is your occupation and where did you work at?
Well, my occupation is my title at Northrop Grumman, and TRW is where I worked for my career. Most of my career was engineering scientist. I think I don't know what that means exactly, but now I'm a CTE teacher, teaching engineering pathway. Um, so I've worked at TRW, best company in the world ever. They were purchased by Northrop Grumman, so I worked there. So the total between those two companies, I was there 34 years. For 21 of those years, I worked part-time here at the school. And now I've gone full-time at the school since 2014, so I'm closing in on my 30th year.
Wow, congratulations. And what did you do? Like, which projects did you work on at TRW and Northrop?
So a lot of that stuff I can't really tell you, but basically it was defense contract stuff. So we did a lot of projects. When I first was there, we worked on, I was in the mechanical engineering department, worked on a lot of Air Force projects, which were missile basing systems. Later I transferred most of our work came from the Army, so we actually worked on a program to create the digital battlefield. We actually invented several electronic devices that would track the location of soldiers, kind of like one of them was like a LoJack, so if a soldier got lost, they could push a button, they could find him, we could go pick him up. And a lot of the other part was just being able to tell where everybody was on the battlefield so that we would minimize our friendly fire casualties, things like that. So I've just worked on a multitude of different things, worked a lot in a research and development lab. So
that's awesome. Okay, and then what was your education path? Where did you?
You know what? I just went to El Camino. I went to Long Beach State. My degree is in industrial technology, actually. I kind of just fell into the engineering thing at TRW. And I had my pathways pretty much. That's it.
And what do you have a favorite class from that you can remember, or they were all good? Or?
I can definitely tell you the classes I hated, and that all has to do with math and physics. But I liked all the project-based classes, so the engineering design type classes, things like that, where you actually got to build stuff. Actually, I enjoyed the shop classes that I took, the machine shop and like that. Those were all just fun things because I got to produce things.
Okay. And then, when did you start working? Did you start working as you got your bachelor's, or was it right out of college?
I was working while I was in college, but I was doing drafting work. Then, once I graduated, I hired at TRW 6 months later.
Wow. So did you get an internship there, or is that just?
No, just I had a friend that said they were looking for people, so I went down and talked to them. I brought a whole stack of drawings with me. I had a 3-hour interview. The guy that I was interviewing with never once brought the job up. Once.
Yeah.
He never wanted to look at my drawings. And I learned from him actually that character is maybe more important.
Yeah, that's what they're looking for.
So he hired me, and I just never looked back. Designed a lot of computer systems and things like that too for not the physical machines themselves, but like the facilities. Did that for a while too.
That's awesome. And is there anything else you'd like to share?
The only thing I really think that's important to share in this line of work is to embrace failure. A lot of people look at failure as being a lack of success, but to me it's merely a lesson. It's feedback of what not to do next time. David Kelly, and many of you had my classes freshmen, we saw a video about the deep dive in IDO, and one of David Kelly's phrases was to fail often to succeed sooner. So embrace failure, embrace the lessons of failure. Don't be afraid to fail, because if you're afraid to fail, that means you're also afraid to take a risk. And a lot of times to create great things or move the progress forward, you have to take a risk. You have to be willing to do that.
All right, well, thank you very much, Mr. Carpenter. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.